Okay, we are down here at Royal Memorial Stadium. Texas just dropped to 3-4, coming off a 13-10 overtime loss to Oklahoma State. Sam Ehlinger intercepted on the game-deciding play in overtime. Brian, this Texas team wasn't going to accept moral victories after Oklahoma, after USC. They definitely cannot accept a moral victory after this one. This was a game they should have had, especially with the way their defense played. Overall thoughts on the game?
Absolutely. This is not a moral victory. This is a straight-up loss. When you hold the #1 offense in the country to, what was it here? Tell me, what is this, Danny? Look at this, 428 yards, but still very winnable. Mason Rudolph did not go wild, and you contained the Oklahoma State running game. This is a game that Texas should have won if their offense could have gotten anything going, but yet they've got very serious problems. When you look at Sam Ehlinger, when he is your leading rusher week in and week out, and your running backs can't get anything going like they did today, I mean, this is a very serious problem. This is a total reverse from the last few years when the offense was cooking and the defense was terrible. The roles are completely reversed now.
Yeah, and actually Sam was not the leading rusher today because Chris Warren was, and he had a total of 33 yards, and the team had 42 as a whole. Sam had a really bad sack that lost about 37 yards, or else he may have been the leading rusher if I could do math on the fly, which I can't. But Chris Warren after the game was really solemn, really angry.
Yes.
Pretty much took this loss on the running game and said, we need to establish a running game, and that's part of the problem. Gave the credit to the defense for doing their job. Is this running game salvageable at this point, or does this just need to be a let's throw it 60 times a game kind of offense?
No, I think at this point, with 7 games into this deal, they are what they are. They're not going to change. So I think Sam Ehlinger does need to start throwing it more because there's no alternative, really. There's no alternative, really, at all.
Yeah, and the running game, you say, okay, some offensive linemen are out. Patrick Vahe missed part of the first half with a sickness. That Connor Williams still isn't playing. Kyle Porter wasn't playing. I don't know if that was a good or bad thing for this running game, but they just have not been able to establish anything, which is so weird because they had a 2,000-yard rusher who was actually at the stadium today. He was on the sideline.
He was here,
but he wasn't playing, and it's just such a change from last year where the passing game left a little to be desired, and the running game was the backbone of this team. But I don't know where they go from here. Obviously Baylor, maybe they'll have a little bit more success next week, but they need to figure out something because you can't throw it 60 times a game. You can't be that one-dimensional.
Absolutely. Real quick before we run out of time here, Holton Hill and Breckenhager, I thought were both outstanding today. Thought the defensive pressure on Mason Rudolph was again fantastic. This is a #1 first-round draft pick type of quarterback that they were playing today, and they handled him pretty well.
Yeah, that's a good big confidence boost going forward, but they weren't really, once again, they were not willing to accept the moral victories,
right.
Although they're probably going to have a little less work in the film session this week.
Absolutely.
All right, that's it for us from here from Royal Memorial Stadium. We'll be at Baylor next week for 11 o'clock kick, and we'll see you then.